Hi, Seeker. Welcome to your reading for the next month-ish. How are my Scorpio doing? Uranus just moved into Gemini this morning from when I'm recording this. It's been across from you in your 7th house of relationships for the past 7-8 years. Twists and turns, ups and downs, profound changes, incredible realizations about yourself, about life, through your relationships or relationship. Doesn't have to be limited to romantic relationships. There have been other partnerships that were very, very influenced by this. Now, it will regress back to Taurus around November, around your season, your birthday season, and then return fully, and then move fully into Gemini next year. You're getting a little bit of an ease. Not that the 8th house is any more of an ease. Gemini is your 8th house, but the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, so anything that happens in your 8th house is low-key happening in your 1st house too. So it's no longer about you reflecting back to yourself through the other. Now it's you facing yourself through yourself in a very brilliant, groundbreaking manner that can transform the way you think and the way you analyze and process the world, information, yourself. It's no longer shaking others and hence by default shaking you because, you know, those that are in your life that affect your life. But now it's shaking you. Again, not directly, vicariously, because it's in your 8th house. But it's still a very, very deep, profound house that is going to come up to the surface to your awareness. Your awareness. The Magician. It's going to give you a lot of power. Power of manifestation. If you utilize this energy right, if instead of fearing it, you'll recognize it as really powerful energy that you can work with and mold and transmute. If you're willing to open your mind and learn how to utilize this energy, if you're willing to acquire a new skill, new methods, new perspectives, there are many ways to solve a mathematical equation. You've had your way of solving your equations in life. Now you might be guided to have your brain function a bit differently in a way that will be more conducive to creating and progressing in the world. Some of you will have a very good idea that you'll want to move with. You do require some more knowledge and skill and learning. If you are willing to tell yourself, I am freakishly talented, I'm very skilled, that does not negate my ability to learn and expand and gain more skill so that I could utilize my talent the best way possible. Some of you will sign up for school. Some of you will take a course, a class. Maybe you'll be taking my Tarot Master class on Tier Golden Ratio on channel membership. Could be anything. Could be anywhere between the occult to coding. There's a new moon in Leo, the end of the month of July, and it's in your 10th house. I think just connecting everything together. I think some of you will embark on a new career direction, career path. It's exciting. You have the talent, you have the skill. You just need to kind of brush off on it and gain a little bit of more knowledge. Maybe study the details. You have like the vision, right? You have the vision, you have the big picture, you have the idea, you have the inspiration, but the tools to, solidify it into reality, that's something that you'll be embarking on learning and gaining. Allow yourself to have beginner's mind. Allow yourself to be a student. That is the path to mastery, my friend. Masters who constantly see themselves as masters will never be masters. Masters who constantly see themselves as beginner's mind will always be masterful. Humility, not fake modesty. We know what you know. You know what you know. You know what you're good at. Express it. Play it out. It's spiritual humility. We are stardust. We are a particle in this infinity. Sorry for the train honks. And the helicopter. Oh, suddenly the machines started getting loud. Scorpio. Okay, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and 4 of Pentacles in the upright. Oh, very interesting. There's some sort of legacy or commonality with others that you're used to having in your life that no longer serves you. That you're holding on to, and it's keeping you back from truly expanding. Now, this is not to say the tree of life in the reverse is still the tree of life, okay? A tree can only grow as tall as the depth of its roots. And the roots can be the branches, and the branches can be the roots, depending on the perspective, right? So it's not that the wisdom of this legacy isn't valid anymore or isn't relevant anymore. It's just not the whole of it anymore. And if you keep referring to your life and if you keep making decisions based off this being the whole of your potential wisdom and path and possibility, then you're limiting yourself. It's to do with fear. Maybe you're scared of venturing out as a branch out of a branch. But this is what the energy is guiding you to do. And if you'll resist, it will just be painful. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. It's going to get louder and louder. That quiet voice in your head that whispers, that is your intuition, that is your Dharma speaking to you. The more you suppress it, the louder it will call and give you a headache. I want to know when I'm supposed to do a video, when Spirit gives me the inspiration for something to talk about. If I postpone it or don't do it for a reason, it starts chewing up my brain in loops, and I constantly think about it until I write it down, until I write it and post it, until I talk to the camera and share it with you guys, until I speak it to whoever needs to hear it. Um, that's how messages work for me. Like Spirit won't let me, little me, say, I don't wanna. Knight of Swords. This itch. If you don't moderate and express yourself whenever something comes through, it will get pent up, and then you'll let it out like in a bang, or like with possibly aggression, and you don't want that. Don't suppress your wisdom and your inspiration. Express it when it comes in a balanced, calm manner, and that way it doesn't stir up in you, it doesn't get pent up. Um, Someone might have some demands of you, expectations that they feel they have not been met by you. Sense of disappointment, a sense of how dare you. And it's like, you're like, what do you want? Why do you think I owe you this? They have this level of this sense of entitlement over you. You get so devoted and so intense when you're into someone or something. You give them the sense that they are the entire world, and then they get used to it, and then you wonder why they feel entitled to you. Huh? You created a monster. They're not a monster. They're used to getting so much attention and energy from you, and they weren't aware of how much of that attention and energy and love from you was filling up their world and doing for them. And now that you're like hesitant, taking a step back, focusing on other stuff, they're like, their equilibrium gets shaken, and you know they feel weird. And so because they've gotten so used to you nourishing them, um, now it's like, well, where'd you go, Scorpio? And they're not used to thinking what they're supposed to do for you or how they can nourish you, because you never expected that, you never demanded that, you just kept giving and giving and giving, and they kept receiving and receiving and receiving. So that's the paradigm your relationship got solidified into. So now that it's different, they're not getting what they're used to. It's like, well, that's not normal. It's not normal to the abnormality that it was, but you can't blame them for it because you created this abnormality. Shh. No, no, we're not doing that, Mr. Fly. You need to go elsewhere and hang out elsewhere because you're loud. Stinky. He's like, I'm not stinky. Okay, fine, you're not stinky, you're just loud. Show me more, please, for Scorpio. Seekers. Or any seeker that felt inclined to join. Hello. If you're new, by the way, my name is Morgainne. This is the Existential Shift. Be sure to subscribe. You've already joined the shift if you've lasted this long. You may as well acknowledge it by subscribing. And I always read your comments. I love the engagement. Makes me feel like I'm not just talking to a screen. I love knowing that you guys are real sentient seekers who are on the other side of this, and that this touches you in any way, shape, or form. So please feel free to share. Thank you. King of Cups. Technically Cancer, and this is Cancer season, but I'm seeing this as you. This is like, this person is coming at me like, where have you been? Where are you? And you're like, I've been there here for this entire time. You could not have cared less. Now that I'm turning around to focus on something else for a moment, now you're upset. Okay, great. Good to know that you care about me. But could you have maybe shown it? What do you expect? And then they're gonna be like, okay. They're gonna go from this like, where are we at? To like, okay. What can I do? It's kind of sweet actually. They just wanted your attention, which you've been giving them for like all the time. We have two pages, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. We have Virgo Pisces axis here. The nodes, and the North Node is in Pisces. The South Node is in Virgo. North Node is in your 5th house. Yeah, as relationships are less dramatic and intense and crazy, because Uranus left your 7th, and the North Node is in your 5th house. I think this is going to mark some more fun for you in romance and with children. Enjoying your time with them. For those of you who have kids, you might find yourself enjoying your time with them outside the framework of having your partner there or their parents there or their other parents, or the other family members there, just you and them kind of thing. The bench is like, so I keep sliding. As I sit here. Okay. Oh, 6 of Pentacles. I think you have some sort of creative endeavor that you'll have the opportunity to invest in, or have someone else help you with it. Maybe a loan of some sort. Could be a friend that is offering to give you a loan, or a family member. I don't know if you want to take a loan from a family member, to be honest, but I don't know specific situations, so I can't say in certainty. But I see you investing in kind of promoting or building an idea that so far has been low key, but now you're like, you want to be more serious with it. The World and 7 of Cups. This is a dream that you had for a very long time, that you fantasized, that you kind of played with in your head a lot, but didn't really do something fully about it. It's been like you weren't sure which direction to take, how to go about it, but it's really time for you to choose any way, any path, and just go with it, and then if that won't be the best, then you can always choose a different way to put it out there, right? So it's time. You can make it happen. You can make it real, but you're just going to have to kind of take a leap of faith, believe in yourself, um, and just put it out there. Like you've been carrying this for a very long time, too long. Anything else for Scorpios before I move to the sequel that will be available on Patreon for separate purchase or here on YouTube on tier shifter and up, where you have all the sequels included. 10 of Cups. Ah, the upright. And we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is great. Some of you are ending one cycle with one partnership and you're moving into a different cycle with a different partnership. Maybe you stayed in the older partnership because of money, because of resources. But especially if, love is with someone else and that just kind of takes over and takes center stage and it's just you start prioritizing that and it does bring bliss. There's a real opportunity here for happiness. I see 2 children. So some of you have 2 children from a former marriage. Some of you, this person has 2 children. Some of you bring one, they bring one, or maybe you'll have 2 kids with this person. Um, some of you are going to meet this person at a charity event. You could already know them, but not necessarily. That's very specific, so don't worry about it if it's not the case. Okay, I'll see you in a second in the sequel if you're into that. Stay magic, stay true, stay free. I love you. Thank you for being here. Bye for now.